Hey plant lovers, it's Whit with some indoor grown citrus tree care information for you. You don't have to live in the South to enjoy fresh lemons and limes closer than your own backyard. Wonderfully fragrant white flowers, glossy broadleaf evergreen foliage, and of course those classic citrus flavors that we crave, citrus trees are beautiful patio plants and houseplants. Before we get into which are best to grow indoors, you need to know how to care for citrus trees. All you really need is a bright sunny window and these easy to follow tips, and you can enjoy growing your own citrus. Number 1. Start smaller with smaller trees that are easier to train. Number 2. Grow citrus in as much sun as you can give them indoors. They prefer a bright, sunny location both indoors and out. Number 3. Plant in good, fast-draining organic, slightly acidic soil mix. Citrus need really good drainage because they hate sitting in excess water. Number 4. Pick the right pot. It needs to be only slightly bigger than the root ball of your plant and have plenty of drainage holes. Personally, I like terracotta as it'll draw out extra moisture from the dirt to further help with drainage. Number 5. When watering, fully saturate the soil and allow excess water to drain from the bottom and empty the tray if you have one. Then, wait until the top few inches of the container's soil feels dry to the touch before adding more water. Number 6. Increase relative air humidity by misting often, or growing it on a tray of pebbles with some water underneath. Number 7. If you plan to move your citrus tree outdoors during the warmer months, remember to acclimate it to the outside by gradually placing them in a shadier spot for a few weeks before moving them into a sunnier spot outside. Then, several weeks before the first frost, move your citrus to a shadier spot outside before bringing it indoors so that it can acclimate to those lower light situations. Number 8. Use an acid-loving or citrus-specific plant fertilizer according to the product instructions to help keep your tree growing and fruiting at its best. Number 9. All citrus are self-pollinating, but when grown indoors, you may need to assist it and be the bee by using a paintbrush to dab at the stamen and spread the pollen around the other flowers. And number 10. While it's indoors, keep it away from drafts from your heating and cooling vents. Armed with your care tips, the next step is to figure out which citrus to try your hand at growing. I've listed the 3 that have the best success rate when grown indoors or as indoor-outdoor patio plants. Number 3. Variegated pink lemon tree. Flavorful and pretty, the variegated pink lemon tree fruits have yellow rinds with green stripes. Cut one open and you'll be surprised with a grapefruit-like pink flesh. While waiting for the fruit to ripen, enjoy the green, light yellow-green, and cream variegated leaves and fragrant pinkish-white flowers. Aromatic, colorful, and tasty, the variegated pink lemon tree is one of our favorite citrus trees. As a bonus feature, the new growth is a bright fuchsia. Number 3. Variegated pink lemon tree. Outside growing zones 9 through 11 or on your patio 4 through 11, 15 to 18 feet tall when grown in the ground but can easily be kept much smaller when grown in a pot. Fuchsia new growth, variegated foliage, pinkish white fragrant flowers, and striped lemons with pink interiors. Number 2. Bear's lime tree. This is another citrus plant that customers successfully grow indoors and outdoors. Known as a Persian lime or a Tahiti lime, this heavy producer of tasty bright green limes forms a dense, shrubby full crown. Bear's limes have a long shelf life and are prized for their use in drinks and culinary dishes. Some even use the leaves for culinary or decorative purposes. As a slower grower, it is very easy to keep Bear's limes small and in a pot. Number 2. Bear's lime tree. Growing zones outside 9 through 11 or on the patio 4 through 11, 12 to 18 feet tall when planted in the ground, but again, easily kept smaller in a pot, easy to grow, fruits at an early age, and has flavorful and versatile fruit and leaves. And number 1, the improved semi-dwarf Meyer lemon tree. We have to include this Dorfmeyer lemon variety because it's a true trooper that lends itself nicely to being grown in containers anywhere. The improved semi-Dorfmeyer lemon grows 10 to 15 feet tall in the ground, but ends up being quite a bit smaller when potted. Plus, you can prune them to be pretty much any size you need. As a cross between lemons and mandarin oranges, this citrus fruit has a thin, smooth rind, yellow-orange skin, and is sweeter than the typical lemon. Number 1. Improved semi-Dorfmeyer lemon trees. Growing zones 9 through 11 outside or on the patio 4 through 11, 10 to 15 feet tall but smaller with pruning or when planted in a pot. Disease resistant, easy to grow, and oh so rewarding. So which would you like to try growing? You can take a page out of my book and grow all 3. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments. For even more care information, check out our #ProPlantTips blog. We have all the information on growing citrus trees you could ever want and more over there. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to our YouTube channel. And if you're looking for more plant info and inspiration, check out our Facebook, X, Instagram, and Pinterest pages. And until next time, happy planting!